So I just want to talk today just about childhood emotional neglect and why it differs from other forms of abuse, because it's more about the absence of actions that were decent towards you as a child rather than the presence of harmful actions. So if I give you an example, rather physical abuse can mean the physical harming of you as a child. That means like an action was used against you. The lack of emotional support, so emotional neglect, involves the parent or the caregiver failing to act and support you emotionally. So it's a complete lack of emotional care, like meeting your emotional needs. So when you were upset and crying, instead of being comforted and helped through your emotions, you were told to shut up, go away, that kind of thing. So even though you probably knew that things weren't quite right when you were younger, you couldn't really put your finger on it because as far as you were concerned, abuse meant being physically harmed. Of course, they didn't physically harm you, so what on earth could they have done wrong? And this is why it makes it so difficult to address, because you don't necessarily know that that's what happened to you. But it can be just as damaging to a child's emotional and psychological development. So that difficulty that you have in forming attachments with others or making friends even, and the feelings of being emotionally withdrawn, low self-esteem, the feelings that you don't matter, even an inability to understand or to express your emotions. If you weren't ever shown how to deal with your emotions or had unregulated adults that were there supposedly to support you, then how else would you have learned how to manage your emotions as an adult yourself? So taking responsibility as an adult as you are now and actually going back and working through those issues is what ultimately helps you heal and helps you to sort of overcome and regain the confidence that you know you've got inside you, but you just haven't been shown how to express. Let's face it, you'll know that what you should be doing, but it's just that inability to actually action it, particularly when you had emotionally immature parents that weren't able to show you. Because you can't quite put your finger on it, you kind of end up in these cycles, going round and round, just knowing that you should be doing something and knowing what the right thing is to do, but your subconscious just keeps going against you because you know you're worth loads more than that. I'm not saying that everybody that feels like that has suffered with childhood emotional neglect. But what I am saying is something to think about if this is something you're struggling with, and that you're not going mad if you haven't recognised it already. And 9 times out of 10, you probably knew it and called it out, but got shut down. So you can carry on, keep making those same mistakes, or you can take some action to fix it. So do you think childhood emotional neglect has had something to do with your behaviours? Let me know in the comments.